White House attorney Emmett Flood was seen at both of today's meetings between congressional members and senior Justice Department officials discussing a claim the FBI put a spy in Donald Trump's political campaign. The first meeting was between DOJ officials, House Republicans, and Democratic Congressman Adam Schiff, who is the ranking member on the House Intel Committee. The second meeting was between those same DOJ officials and the congressional members that belong to the Gang of Eight. The 8 top members of the Congress were briefed on classified intelligence. For more on this, we go to our political panel this evening. Democratic strategist Robin Biro is with us, and also Republican grassroots strategist Scottie Nell Hughes. Great to have both of you with us tonight. Well, I want to point out that Adam Schiff was a little quiet tonight coming out of this meeting. Robin, the Democrats made a big deal about this. Was this the night of the smoking gun, that this is a night of reference for Donald Trump to prove that he was spied on? What do you think happened?
Well, you know, earlier, the setup to this segment, you mentioned that Donald Trump's lawyer was there. That's the lawyer that is handling the Russian probe. So it's interesting to me that he was there. I've always ascertained that this specifically is more designed to get information in advance about the special counsel's probe than it is to see about a Russian spy, a spy in the campaign, because we know that to not be true. The reason that we had an informant there was to glean information about whether or not his Trump aides knew about information to get Democratic emails. It was not to spy on the Trump campaign.
James Clapper says it was all about, they were concerned about Russian involvement. And Clapper now seems to be a guy with certainly shaky credibility. Scottie, this meeting today, was this an opportunity for Trump to exonerate himself and prove that there was a plant from the FBI, which, of course, would infuriate everybody?
Well, to exonerate yourself, you have to say that there's been a charge of wrongdoing. And the only charge of wrongdoing in this is from those on the left that have a political agenda. First of all, let's say that if there is an informant, a part of the campaign, that is there to seek information and he has not properly disclosed who he is or where he is from or what his main goal is, that is called a spy. Tomato, tomato, whatever you want to call it. It was someone there that was trying to get damaging information on the campaign. And we all know by now that there was none found, or else it would be on the front page of the New York Times or the Washington Post. So once again, this is just another example, whether it's a Russian spy or the charge of an American spy. It doesn't matter because nothing was ever found, and that's why we continue to have this sort of fishing expedition that doesn't seem to end.
Scottie, you were pretty much on the inner circle of the Trump campaign, one of their surrogates that was on all of the cables quite often. What's your response when you hear this talk about a possible plant? Did anyone ever approach you?
Well, I think that's what's hilarious about it. I mean, let's say when history looks back on the Trump campaign, we're going to find out this was one of the most unorganized, should never have won type of campaigns. I don't care whether it was for mayor or the president of the United States. That is exactly how it was run. So if a spy was in the midst, I hope maybe he can answer some of my questions and emails that I never got returned. Because that is, I think, why the political class is so big on making sure this never happens again and causing so much trouble that you don't have an outsider ever again try to win and actually be able to accomplish that goal.
But this was, Robin, today was the meeting that Trump was going to prove that his campaign was targeted. And, you know, I would have expected Adam Schiff to come out and say something about this tonight. There's no smoking gun. Or is there? What are we missing here?
You know, and that's true. But basically, as I said, there is no smoking gun. The only thing is that this is an informant. They suspected that they were shopping for foreign influence. That's why the DOJ had an informant who, by the way, had worked with 3 prior Republican administrations, and they were looking to see if they were shopping for foreign influence. Specifically, what the aides knew about the Russian efforts to hack into Democratic emails. It was never
what motivated. But also the question that has not been answered: what motivated law enforcement to go inside the political campaign? Why did they do it? Robin?
Can I answer that one, please? I've got a quick answer.
Yes, you can. Go ahead.
They didn't want Trump to win.
No, it's not political.
Well, that is what is not being said in the mainstream media. That's what Scottie just said is what's not being said in the mainstream media because they're almost afraid they're going to offend somebody. I believe that there was this big cabal that was put together that did not want Trump to be president. They used absolute, I mean, come on. Obama had to know this stuff was going on, and he's just skirting out of town, and nobody's holding his feet to the fire at all. And I find it very frustrating.
We don't weaponize the DOJ
Robin,
and FBI. We don't weaponize the DOJ and FBI. They are there to investigate crimes. That's why they were there.
All right, Robin Biro, Scottie Nell Hughes, thank you. We gotta go. I wish we had more time. Thank you. I appreciate it.